To draw the Burj Khalifa, you'll need a pencil, maybe 2 pens and an eraser, but let's not talk about it. Let's do it. Okay, let's start down here, and I'm going to draw kind of the level down at the bottom. We're going to have a few hedges and trees and growth like that. And then this is going to be the middle, and we're going to need an entrance to the building. Should be something like that. And then we have these sort of side wings which go across. And then this has a kind of curved building like that, and then this has a curved building going the other direction. And that comes down there. With these kind of pylon kind of things going on there, and then that's going that way. Now we can draw a line up the middle vertically. Not quite vertical, there we go, something like that. And we'll find the top of the tower that we want there. Find the halfway mark, that's roughly about there. Let's get the halfway mark there and about there. And then find a quarter there. And we'll have a quarter there. Then get a piece of scrap paper and mark out that kind of quarter size. And that is the full width of your tower. That is all you have. So in fact that needs to be a little bit smaller, I think, like that. And we can maybe bring that like that. And so we'll bring that curving around there. Now this is a good thing about sketching in pencil, because you can make these little changes now. Don't press too hard because it won't be able to erase them later, the pencil lines. So just do them very, very gently. We have the central line, and we want a kind of a central 2 lines either side, and then 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. So the outer one is much wider. There's a gap there, and the gap there is much wider than these inner ones. And round about this quarter way mark like that, we're going to take a line up on the outside, and that will then go up to this outside piece, and then about halfway up here this will come up, down at an angle like that. And these really want to be kind of rounded on the top like that. This will then come up from there and from there, and this will come up to the next kind of section there and kind of around, and then down on the inside like that. And this will do something very, very similar. Up a little bit there, up and around, and down on the inside. This next one will be coming up to pretty much the halfway up to the halfway mark. It's going to get up and down again on the inside. You're getting the hang of this now, I think. And then this will come up to about there. That's the halfway mark, and that comes up and around, and that wants to come down in the middle like that. The next one is coming up to the point like that, and that will come down to about there. But we also want another one coming up about there like that, which will come down the middle there. Then next we have another one which is sort of coming up like that, and then we want these ones which will be coming up either side like that, and then we're going to have this sort of spire bit on the very, very top. And now I'm going to start inking this in. So I'm going to draw like this curved entranceway like that, and a line coming across there, and a line coming across there. And we can draw this kind of curved building there, which will then come down, as you go all the way down there like that. And I'm going to draw these hedges and bits of greenery and stuff like that. So it's just a wobbly line across there, and then this is kind of the lake edge. And along here we're going to have kind of pylons or something. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. I've never been there, and it's quite hard to get photographs that really show what's going on. That will be a curve down like that. Then that wants to be a curve there, like that, and then we'll have these kind of pylons. And then we start building up the tower. So let's draw a line like that, which is then going to go up and around and then down. And this one's going to go up, up and around and down. This is going to come up to here, and it's coming up and so nicely rounded at the top. This goes up here, it goes up and rounded at the top and then down. This goes up, rounded at the top like that, and back down. And this comes up, rounded at the top. So there's a lot of kind of repetition going on here, isn't there? And that's going to come up and rounded at the top like that. And then this is coming all the way up and it's kind of into a kind of a pointy kind of shape at the top. Like that. And we have another one coming up like that, and you can have a line down the middle like that, and then we've got this one coming up and down and around, up and down and around, up and down and around. Maybe another one there, and then we'll have the pointy bit right up at the top. Now, and the right on the top parts of these, you can draw these. I think they're, I'm not entirely sure, but I think these are kind of bits of the air conditioning kind of system, because it's pretty hot out there. And you can do something similar across like that. And then in each of these levels, you've got these kind of curve, 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 curve. These kind of sections which sort of split the building up. I don't know what, obviously on different floors, and I don't know quite what they're for. They might be observation decks, or they might be, sort of the, you have to have these maintenance levels on a big building like this where people keep their dustpans and brushes and things like that. And now, when you are absolutely sure that the ink is dry, then you can erase all those pencil lines, assuming you didn't press too hard and didn't make a mess. That's the secret. Don't press too hard. This looks like it's pressed harder here, so it's harder to erase. I'm now going to get a finer pen, and in these sort of sections I'm going to do these vertically. So this isn't exactly like the Burj Khalifa, because this is draw stuff real easy. It's a very complex building, so I'm trying to make it easier for you. And so it's just in these top kind of sections there, I'm doing vertically like that. So I'm kind of leaving a few bits out, but when you've finished, it should look something like it anyway, if you're doing a homework project or something like that. And then here we want to do some really kind of close together kind of curves like that, and there, and in this section here too. So these want to be really quite close together. And then we're going to just work our way down the building, and you just want to kind of get these sort of floor levels, the windows like that all the way down. And we get that kind of angle as well, which sort of gives us the feeling of the building kind of rotating around. It's a very strange building. When you look at it from above, it's kind of like a 3-petaled flower, lotus or something like that. And so it's quite a triangular kind of building. The way it's created, that's what the way it's built. And we can work our way all the way down to the bottom with this, while we know which angle we're going. And then this wants to come at a slightly different angle, and we'll work our way all the way down to the bottom like that. And then we do the same kind of thing with each of these, and we want this slightly curved kind of feel, and we'll just work our way down. And again, we want these to go all the way down these little middle sections, and we can there we go, and then work our way all the way down. And here too. And you know, the more time you can spend, the more detail you can get in there. And I think it's a thing about resilience with something like this. You just keep going. And if you do make mistakes, particularly in the pencils, that doesn't matter because you can just draw over the top. But if you do make a mistake, don't panic. Just keep drawing, because once you start adding all these kind of little details and the flaws and things like that, they kind of cover up a lot of mistakes, and you get to the end and you think, oh, what was I worried about? And you know, nobody's going to see most of the mistakes you might make, and so you will get away with them. And if you make a really, really bad mistake and you really can't bear it, then you can always start again. And that's the thing a lot of people don't like doing. And if you want to get good at drawing, I'm afraid that's something you kind of got to get used to. And just accept. Just say, oh, that wasn't quite as good as I wanted it to be, so I'll have another go at it. And I can assure you, well, I've actually done I can show you here, I've done lots of versions of this. So I've been practicing, they're smaller and getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and in the end decided I needed to do it this size. And then you see here I made a mistake, but if you just keep working at it, it kind of looks all right in the end. And then we can draw these lines across. And I think we're going to put in some verticals on these windows as well. There, and maybe some verticals on there too. And there you go, how to draw the Burj Khalifa. Click down here and make sure you are subscribed to Draw Stuff Real Easy, and keep coming back for lots more drawing videos every week. In the meantime, keep drawing, practice, practice, practice. And I'll see you next time. You take care now. Bye-bye.